Ever scrolled past those videos promising a life of luxury, all funded by tax-free crypto gains? Today we're diving into one that caught our eye: how to cash out crypto in Dubai tax-free. Now, before we start packing our bags, got to unpack this. This isn't about giving financial advice. It's about exploring the process and what's really going on, beneath the surface. So this YouTuber kicks things off with shots of Dubai, skyscrapers, sports cars, the whole nine yards. They paint this picture of a crypto haven where you can finally escape the tax man and live the dream. They even feature someone supposedly buying a Lamborghini with Bitcoin. Talking about appealing to our desires, right? But let's get real. Is Dubai really this tax-free paradise? What's the bigger picture here?
Well, Dubai and the UAE more broadly are definitely making moves to be a major player in the crypto world. They've been attracting a lot of investment, even from crypto companies that are struggling elsewhere.
So why Dubai? What makes them so, gung-ho about crypto?
Part of it is about securing their future. See, the UAE has always been known for oil, but they're thinking long-term and looking to diversify. Attracting a global tech-savvy workforce is key to that strategy.
Makes sense. They're kind of trading oil for Bitcoin in a
Yeah.
way. But this whole idea of moving to a different country to, lower your tax burden, that's not exactly a new thing, is it?
You're right. It's been a part of international finance for ages. And and it's not as simple as it sounds. See, most countries base your taxes on where you live, your tax residency, not just your citizenship.
So you can't just live in one place and follow the tax rules of another, even if you're, spending a lot of time there.
Exactly. To really benefit from Dubai's tax system, you'd need to become a resident, which, well, it isn't just a matter of buying a plane ticket.
Okay, so becoming a Dubai resident, that's the ticket to this supposed tax-free crypto life.
That's what our YouTuber claims. They lay out this three-step process. Ditch your home country's residency. Set up a Dubai company to get residency there. And then, voila, you're cashing out crypto without a care in the world.
Sounds almost too easy when they say it like that. But I'm guessing it's not quite as simple as they make it seem.
You got it. The video really glosses over the complexities. Take that first step, proving you're no longer a resident of your home country. That alone can be a bureaucratic nightmare.
So it's not enough to just pack your bags and say, see you later to the tax man.
Not even close. Each country has its own rules about residency, often with very specific requirements about how much time you spend there, where your primary financial interests are, and a whole lot more. They're wise to people trying to, game the system.
And what about setting up a company in Dubai? The video makes it sound as easy as, ordering takeout.
Let's just say it's a bit more complicated than that. The idea is that by setting up a company, you can then apply for a residency visa. It's a common practice in many countries, not just Dubai.
Okay, so it's a legitimate path, but probably not, as straightforward as they imply.
Exactly. Running a business in Dubai means following regulations, dealing with paperwork, and of course, actual costs. Plus, setting up a shell company just to get residency that's going to raise some major red flags, both with Dubai and India, your home country.
Right, because they're going to want to see that you're actually doing business there, not just using it as a loophole. So let's say you manage to jump through all the hoops, become a Dubai resident. Is cashing out crypto really as simple as they make it sound?
They make it seem like a walk in the park. But even in a crypto-friendly environment, you're still dealing with banks. And banks have to follow those international regulations, things like anti-money laundering checks, or AML for short.
AML, that sounds intense. What's that all about?
Basically, it's a set of rules and procedures to prevent criminals from disguising illegal funds as legitimate income. And Dubai has been cracking down on financial crime in recent years. They want to shed any association with, shady dealings.
So even if you've done everything by the book to become a resident, suddenly showing up with a mountain of crypto cash, that could still raise eyebrows.
Absolutely. Banks are required to scrutinize large, unusual transactions, especially if they involve crypto. They want to make sure the money is coming from legitimate sources. And that scrutiny can come from your home country's banks, too. They might start asking questions if they see you moving large sums to Dubai, especially if that's out of character for you.
It's like trying to juggle chainsaws one slip up and you're in trouble. The video did mention one other thing that caught my attention. They warned against treating this whole Dubai move as a quick scheme, even mentioning a 5-year rule in the UK. What's that all about?
Yeah, that's a great example of how countries are trying to prevent people from playing fast and loose with their taxes. The UK's 5-year rule basically says that even if you leave the UK and cash out a bunch of assets, like crypto, if you return within 5 years, they might still consider those gains taxable in the UK.
So it's not just about, like, checking into Dubai for a bit. You have to show a real commitment to living there.
Precisely. You need to prove that you've actually relocated your life and your financial interests, not just your mailing address.
This is all starting to feel less like paradise and more like a minefield. It seems like the takeaway here is that just because you can become a Dubai resident doesn't mean it's easy or even, or even the right choice for everyone. What's your final word of advice for our listeners who might be considering this whole Dubai crypto strategy?
Don't make life-changing financial decisions based on a flashy YouTube video. This video, it highlights a process that can work for some, but it's not a magic bullet. It requires careful planning, a deep understanding of the tax laws in both your home country and Dubai, and most likely guidance from, experienced professionals. This isn't a DIY project.
So put down the phone, step away from the book flights button, and talk to an expert first. Makes sense to me. This whole conversation has got me thinking, though. If Dubai is like tightening up its act, where do these crypto haven dreams go next? What does the next generation of crypto-friendly destinations look like?
That's the million-dollar question. It'll be fascinating to see which countries or regions position themselves as the next crypto hubs. Places with favorable regulations, obviously, but also those with stable governments, strong infrastructure, the kind of places that can attract both people and businesses looking to build something for the long haul.
It's not just about escaping taxes. It's about finding fertile ground for the future of finance, right?
Exactly. It's a whole new world out there, and the rules are still being written.
Well, on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of cashing out crypto Dubai style. From Lambos in the desert to the intricacies of international tax law, we've covered it all. As always, this is just food for thought, not financial or legal advice. If you're seriously considering making a move like this, talk to the experts. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive, let us know what other topics you'd like us to unpack. Hit us up on social media and let's keep the conversation going.